Kaylon?
Jay?
Hey, it's me, Jay Evans, the voice of the people, and I have an exclusive today. Y'all see her? That's right. It is Kaylon that was on Belle Collective for season 1. Now, this was a show. The first season and this season is on the OWN network. Now, on this past episode, Kaylon's home was actually featured on the episode, but she is not on this season. So we are going to discuss that as well as her time on the show. Now, the last time we saw you was at the reunion. We'll get into that as well as the brunch. It was explosive. They had another explosive brunch. They always give it on these brunches, but we need to know from your point of view about all of these things. So are you ready, Kaylon?
I'm ready.
How did you find out that the outside image of your home was used on season 2, episode 3 of Belle Collective, titled Love, Marriage, and No Baby Carriage? It made it seem like it was Marie's house. How did you find out?
Okay, so I was out of town. I actually have been keeping up with season 2.
Do you think it was an editing mistake? Because I have like a source that sort of points out things to me, and she was saying that the door looked different. And when I went back and looked, I was like, wait a minute, the door Etsy is walking in is different from the door that's actually your house. So do you think editing might have just got it wrong, or
Well, my house.
what happened to make the brunch like go to the left?
Well, when what you see of the brunch is.
What would you say to Marie if she's watching this? What would you say to her now so she can understand where you're coming from, that you're not after her?
Well, me and Marie and I are completely.
Do you feel like you were portrayed in the right light? Like, I know they edit and some things are not seen, but overall, were you happy with how you were portrayed?
No, not at all. But I have always, here's what I've always been the type. I've always been the type of person that at first impression, people have always hated me since I was young. But when people got to know me, we've stayed in each other's corner for years. Most of my friends tell me, they're like, I couldn't stand you when I first met you. And now that we're friends, I couldn't think of a better friend, or I couldn't think of a better person.
You said this in regards to Marie. I'm very loyal, and the way she's coming after my friends and the stuff I know about her past. Marie asks, what do you know? You said, I'm not going to say on national TV. Marie then said, but it was said on the blogs. Now, Egypt, the host, asked Marie, do you believe Kaylon is the one who's been leaking this information? Marie replied, oh, absolutely. She orchestrated everything on behalf of Latrice and Antoinette, this blogger. And at this moment, Letitia cut her off and rang a bell. Marie said to Letitia, wait. And she continued and said, this blogger released a conversation between he and Kaylon. Letitia then asked, Kaylon, who sent you? Kaylon, you replied, I sent myself. And at that moment, I fell out. Now, was that reunion hard to do? And did you have a feeling that Marie might have came after you or came for you?
No, the reunion was actually the easiest part to do. It was the easiest. So basically, going back to this blogger, if you go back to the reunion, nobody brings the blogger up but Marie.
3, 2, 1.
What are you waiting for? Go to that playlist and get caught up on my Divas of Music interview segment. Take a look at the legendary divas I've interviewed.
Want to learn how to dance, anything, and you need somebody to be patient with you, this is who you call.
Who would you want to play you in a biopic of your life story?
Oh my God, I've never been asked this question. Oh my God.
We're not that type of group that was put together. Okay, we put ourselves together. So therefore, that puts a different kind of seal on your relationship. Or
New Edition's manager, Brooke Payne, as well. So we talk about that in the book, like what happened with our journey with Brooke Payne.
It was right. It was the right, our approach to it was correct. But with Get Out, the content was, my girlfriend needed to hear that. I needed to hear that. My auntie needed to hear that. Shanika down the street needed to hear like that. That's when I was like, because every time I sang it, it was like,
thank you.
You know that organ is Donny Hathaway.
No, my gosh.
That's
what?
Donny Hathaway. Yep. Because, he was on Atlantic with Aretha, and he played on a lot of her stuff.
Oh my
That's Donny
gosh.
Hathaway. That's Donny.
You are a genius with your history here, Jay. You're giving me life right now today. I love this. Thank you so.
Go subscribe. Go get caught up on those videos, and more interviews are coming.